Hello everybody, welcome back to CryptoDepositor YouTube channel. We have a interesting article here that I think deserves a unique video, so let's just jump right in. As you can see here, Looksmaxxing trend spawns $100 million gray market fueled by Bitcoin and stablecoins according to Chainalysis. So let's just read the article and have a few thoughts on this. Demand for peptides fueled by the Looksmaxxing trend has spawned a $100 million gray market paid for primarily with crypto. All right, so in brief, the crypto-powered gray market peptide market has surpassed a $100 million annual run rate, according to Chainalysis. So demand surged alongside the rise of the social media Looksmaxxing trend and growing interest in weight loss peptides. So researchers linked some peptide suppliers to Chinese chemical manufacturers previously involved in drug precursor sales. So a fast-growing gray market for peptides has become one of cryptocurrency's newest high-value markets, according to a report released Thursday by Chainalysis, processing more than $100 million annually, primarily through Bitcoin and stablecoin payments. Stablecoin, there you go. So the blockchain data firm found that crypto flows to peptide vendors jumped from roughly 12 million in the fourth quarter of 2025 to 32 million in the first quarter of 2026, a 159% increase. The market is on pace to process about 39 million in the second quarter of this year, calendar year 2026, the firm said. So what began as a quiet underground community of biohackers using crypto to bypass traditional gatekeepers has since mutated into a financial juggernaut, Chainalysis wrote, fueled first by sudden political legitimacy and later by a viral internet subculture known as Looksmaxxing, the on-chain peptide ecosystem experiencing a breakout. Looksmaxxing is a social media-driven trend focused on maximizing physical attractiveness through fitness, grooming, diet, supplements, cosmetic procedures, and other appearance-enhancing interventions. Unlike biohacking, which generally aims to improve health, performance, or longevity, Looksmaxxing is primarily focused on appearance. All right. So peptides are short chains of amino acids used in medical and cosmetic treatments, including the active ingredients behind popular weight loss drugs such as Ozempic and Wegovy. While the availability and cost of these drugs has decreased under President Donald Trump's administration, demand for cheaper alternatives has fueled a growing network of overseas suppliers selling unbranded peptide products directly to consumers. There you go. So, unlike earlier online black markets like the Silk Road, Chainalysis said gray markets gained popularity during the rise of the Make America Healthy Again movement and growing interest in alternative health approaches, but have accelerated sharply in early 2026. The firm estimates the sector is now processing tens of millions of dollars in cryptocurrency each quarter, putting it on pace to exceed a $100 million annual run rate. There you go. The increase in crypto activity is not necessarily surprising, given that these high-demand, heavily hyped-up drugs do not have a clean way of legally entering the market through regulated channels. That's a fact. That's true. So Chainalysis senior intelligence analyst Sarah Graham told Decrypt, but it does feel like a distinct shift. The explosion of peptides is bringing a whole new demographic of buyers to the crypto drug ecosystem. Well, there you go. If it's not fentanyl, it's going to be amino acid peptides. There you go. Many vendors, the report said, rely on Bitcoin and stablecoins due to banks and payment processors restricting payments related to unapproved pharmaceutical compounds, which with many of the larger operators increasingly favoring stablecoins. There you go. Which are typically pegged to the dollar and reduce exposure to crypto market price swings. This preference for stability becomes especially pronounced at the wholesale level, Chainalysis wrote. When isolating vendors that average $1,000 or more per deposit, the asset mix shifts heavily toward majority stablecoins, a potentially calculated move to insulate massive supply chain orders from the unpredictable price fluctuations of the broader crypto market. Okay, so there you go. It's simply saying here that if you have people that are making larger ticket size transactions and they're buying wholesale, then you're going to be getting the top level tokens. You're going to be getting the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, majority stable coins, or mostly stable coins, and maybe a few other top 10 tokens, because they want to insulate and protect themselves from unpredictable price fluctuations of the broader crypto market. Naturally, this just makes natural logical sense. So separately, the firm identified several Chinese chemical manufacturers that it says moved into peptide sales after previously supplying fentanyl and amphetamine precursors, including Shanghai, Sigma, Audley, and Bigrate Technology. So people have been purchasing controlled drugs with crypto since the inception of Bitcoin. That's true, Graham said, but to see novel compounds that are being pushed by influencers and public personalities drive hundreds of thousands of buyers to adopt crypto for the first time is notable. Yes, so there you go. You've got yourself a very interesting article here. And in conclusion, it's just letting people know that whatever it takes to get new adopters into this type of asset class, it's unfortunate that maybe it's for buying something from a country far, far away because they're not banked properly, but people are going to find a way to put a hammer to their face or put some amino acids in their body with something made in a country far, far away. Okay, and gentle reminder once again for today's video, we are cryptodeposit.org. Please visit the cryptodeposit.org website. We're mainly focused on institutional, if you will, but we're really open to anybody. We have what we believe is the best tech stack out there. So many tutorial videos that are also on the YouTube channel. And we're targeting single-family office partnerships. We're targeting technically banking partners. There's a lot of banking partners that have expressed interest to collaborate with us. So in general, fixed income, okay, generating a yield from stablecoins. We've got so many things on our platform that we're going to roll out. We've got some sister projects and brands that we're going to be rolling out. But with that being said, please like if you want to like, subscribe if you want to subscribe. Or at the very least, please share our information with people you maybe know in the banking industry and specifically the fixed income niche. So thank you very much, everybody, for your wonderful time and attention on today's video. If you've made it to this point in the video, please, again, check out other videos on our YouTube and see you on a future video or a future live stream in the near future. And have a good rest of your day, and see you again hopefully very soon. Goodbye.